Hey, today, welcome to training for Chateau Real Estate in regards to entering petty cash into our account system. And so it's really easy. It's very straightforward. Just follow some simple principles and steps. So first of all, we go to purchases and we go to enter purchases. And you'll notice that on the receipts that is on the left-hand side here, you'll notice that there's a PC standing for petty cash at the top of our invoice or receipt. And so you go to the supplier tab, obviously making sure we've got it purchases type going to bill. And you'll notice up the top here we've got petty cash. So even though this invoice has got Bunnings on it, because it's got a PC at the top here, we actually select petty cash. If it didn't have a PC at the top, then we would ordinarily go and choose Bunnings, and we would then enter the details normally as we'd normally enter an invoice. But because it's got PC, we don't do that. We go petty cash, and we say use supplier, and then that selects petty cash. So the next thing we do here, we see that the date is actually for the 13th of the 12th, 2014. So 13/12, 2014. The description, this is pretty straightforward. You'll just see that there's some keys, so you simply just say keys. The account number, and this is where what we're looking for is we're looking for what it is. This here is actually keys that are have been cut for one of our clients, and so you'll notice here client sundries for marketing, for example, and we enter the amount. It's $5. And remembering GST, so we need to select the G, and you'll see that down here, the G for the GST. And so we're going to select here a G. For goods and services tax, it's GST. And then we're done. So I'm just going to get the date right for the invoice at the top there. And we're going to select December, and that's the 13th of December 2014. And once we've done that, we've done the right thing. It's all there, and we're going to hit the button just down the bottom here, which is record. We press that button and we select to save it. So that's now entered as a finished petty cash receipt, and that'll save in just a sec. And then we'll move on to the next one, so I'm going to close this first receipt down now, because obviously we've entered that. And we move to the next one here, which is just going to make a little bit larger so we can read it. So okay, so here we've got the company that has been purchased from is Romeo's IGA, and you can see here it's for some milk. And so we go to supplier, and we don't select Romeo's IGA because this has got a PC at the top. It's petty cash. We select petty cash instead. Next step is we go 16th of the 3rd, 2015. Because obviously we can see the date at the bottom here, 16th of 3rd, 2015, and we've got the date for the actual transaction, 16th of the 3rd, 2015, and the description is milk. We go across to account code, and obviously milk is purchased for tea and coffee in the office, and so that would be something that would fall under office supplies. And so we select that. So notice that we haven't selected the supplier, but we have selected what it's for. And we enter here $1.10 because we have to look at what the actual rounding cash amount is. So you'll see here, this one we've picked deliberately to demonstrate that there is a rounding amount in Australia. So we have the receipt is for $1.09, but we don't have 1 cent pieces or denominations of 1 and 2 cent pieces, so we can't make that up. So it gets rounded to the nearest 5 cents. And you'll notice here that it is $1.10 is the cash that's been given. The rounding has happened, so they've charged us an extra 1 cent, and so you'll see here we've got zero change. So it's actually $1.10 that we need to enter in this instance, because that's the actual cash that we have paid. Okay, now out to the left here, remember GST, and let's have a look here at GST. Transaction includes GST $0. So in this case, we've selected this one to show you that in this instance, we actually don't put a G here, we put a NT, which means not taxed, and that's how we finish this transaction off. So $1.10, and we press record. Might be just off your screen at the bottom there, but certainly a record at the bottom. So we select record, and that transaction is finished. Hey, thanks for watching. That's how you do petty cash for Chateau Real Estate. It's pretty straightforward, but hey, check with the staff at Chateau or any of us, and we'll help you along if there's anything that's a bit different to what you see here. Cheers. Thanks for watching.